Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Olivia, and for today's video is a where I've been type of video. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, so the main reason why I have not been, there's two main reasons. One is because the end of school happened. It's officially summer break now, but the end of school was kind of crazy. And as I've mentioned multiple times in my why I chose SVC for college video and a couple videos after that, basically Sweetbriar College is split up into 12-week and 3-week in the terms. So in the fall semester or fall term, also my cat is in my room, so I do apologize if you hear her. But the fall semester is split up where you have one to two classes that you take every single day for 3 weeks, and then you take the final if that class or classes have one, and then you have like a 2 or 3 day break, and then you jump into the 12-week session where you take the rest of your classes, and then at the end you take your finals for those if you have them. So that's the fall semester, and the spring semester is very similar except it's reversed, so you jump into the 12-week. So after the 12-week ends in the fall, you have a week break, and then you have, it's called semester break, and then you jump right into the 12-week, and then you end with a 3-week. So it's like you're easing into the school year and easing out of the school year, which I actually really like about Sweetbriar. But Sweetbriar and most colleges do offer a study abroad program. Now, I did film a video about this, but for some reason it will not, for the life of me, I cannot get it to upload to YouTube. I have tried so many things and it just won't upload. So I'm kind of like, you know what, screw the video. I've tried like 40 times, different methods. I tried Googling things. I even called like the corporate that works with my editing site that I use to figure out if it's the app itself, is it my phone, is it my storage issue? Because I had plenty of storage, but I do have a lot of phone issues, so I figured it was probably that. So anyways, what I'm getting at is that I did study abroad, and I studied abroad with my theater for 2 weeks. So basically, I did the 12-week, and I didn't have to take any finals in the 12-week because, I took 2 finals, but they were both completely online. One was a project and one was completely online, so they're not technically finals. But I was scheduled to take a final for my Tech for the Arts class, I believe it was. Yes, it was my Tech for the Arts class I was supposed to take a final for. But I ended up having enough points in the class and enough extra credit points to where I ended the class with an A-, and that if I didn't take the final, I would still end with an A-. So I didn't end up taking the final because that was the only final I had where I had to physically still be at Sweetbriar and go to the building Guyan, which is the STEM building, the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math building. And you pick up your packet and then you can take the test in Guyan or you can take it in Benedict if you have accommodations. Then if you have accommodations, you pick it up at the dean's office, and then you go to Benedict, which is the history building, to take it. If you don't have accommodations, then you just do it in Guyan. Like I said, I didn't have to take the final, so I ended up going home a few days earlier than I was supposed to. Like, when I say supposed to, I just meant I was supposed to stay those days to do reading days, which are studying days, and then take the final. But because I didn't have to take the final, I didn't have to stay for those reading days, so I went home like 3 or 4 days earlier, which was really nice because I was supposed to take my final on a Tuesday and I left Saturday. So nice, loved it. But that also meant I have to literally rummage through my dorm and throw everything in bags instead of organizing it like I do all the time. And yeah, so that was kind of a mess. But like I said before, I did end up studying abroad. I'm gonna reveal the place in a minute, but if you see my Instagram or my TikTok, then you literally already know where I've studied abroad. But if you don't, also all of that will be on the description below. Follow my social medias. But basically, because I did the study abroad program, I had a week-long break between the 12-week and the 3-week. And I did not ride in the 3-week. I did ride in the 12-week. I did not ride in the 3-week because I wasn't here. And, well, I was here for 4 days. But basically, my teacher said that instead of sitting in your room and working on homework till the wee hours of the morning, she wanted us to actually go out in the city and explore where we were, try to get to know the place, know the country we were in, which I really liked. But she kind of jam-packed literally everything into 4 days. So I got to Sweetbriar on a Sunday, and then I literally had 2 suitcases and a bag. So I had a checked bag that goes under the plane, a carry-on bag which goes over your seat in the plane, and then my personal items / purse or purse that goes underneath the seat. So I have a lot of bags, but it was all filled with stuff I would need for studying abroad. And then I just had like 4 or 5 outfits and like 2 pairs of pajamas that I would wear for those 4 days of classes. Basically what I'm getting at is that I only stayed at Super for 4 days, and then I stayed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Well, technically Sunday night too. And then Friday, very early in the morning, we got on, because my parents came down to help me finish packing up the rest of my dorm and bring the stuff home that I wore for those 4.5 days back home. So basically, we got up, don't even ask me what time, it was so early in the morning. And we got up, we head to Amherst, which was literally 5 minutes away from Sweetbriar. And we went to this bus stop and we waited, and we got on the bus and we drove 3.5 hours to Dulles International Airport, which is 45 minutes away from my house. So 3.5 hours. It drove me crazy, but you know, I'm used to the 3.5 hour drive. So we got to Dulles, and you know, we checked in, and Dulles is an international airport because we were studying abroad. We were going outside the United States, which, by the way, I have never been outside of the United States until this trip, which I love this trip. It was so fun. But basically, we got our tickets and we got on our plane and we flew from the state of Virginia, well, technically Washington, D.C., because we were in Dulles. And we flew from Dulles International Airport to Heathrow Airport, which is located in London, England, in Zone 6. So, also, I do not really know anything about the zones. I just know it's in Zone 6. So I studied abroad in London for 2 weeks. I've tried to vlog everything that we did, but we did so much stuff in London and we were so busy. And, you know, I was FaceTiming my mom every night, and I was literally across the country, or out of the country, so it just 5 hours ahead, because like when it's 9 a.m. London time, it's 4 a.m. American time, so the time zones it wasn't that hard to get used to, but it was still kind of hard. So it was crazy and hectic. We saw 7 shows on the West End, and one of my favorite shows so our teacher gave us £50 to spend from the school, so she had to use the school credit card. So me and 3 other people went to go see Hamilton, an American musical, on the West End the very last day we were there. We saw the matinee version, so it's the 2:30 show of Hamilton, and the show is 2 hours and 45 minutes with I believe it was a 20-minute intermission. And then at the very end, we got back, we walked around for a little bit, and then we went back to the hostel because we stayed at the Generator, which is an old hospital, and it's cheap, but I did not like it. But I looked at it this way: we're only here to sleep, and that's it. That's like in Disney, like you're not going to stay in your resort the entire day. You're not going to stay at your hotel the entire day unless you do like a day off or a relaxing day. But you're going to spend the majority of your time in the Disney parks, so you're only in the hotel really to sleep. So it doesn't really matter what the hotel looks like or what the hotel room looks like. So that's how I thought about it. but it was small. But I did like how we had our own sink in our room, so I could wash my face and brush my teeth in there and do my makeup in there. I did not have to lug that all to the bathroom because that was ridiculous. The showers were okay. There were like 6 showers, but I'm used to it because of college, but I prefer the dorm bathrooms at Sweetbriar than the ones at the hostel. And that's saying something. But even though the showers were bigger, there was literally like nowhere to put your stuff. And it was ridiculous. So basically, I'm not going to go into all the depth of what I did in London. You can actually check out my TikTok about all my videos in London. I upload every 3 to 5 days. On my Instagram, I've been posting photos from London. Also, I have a highlight on my Instagram that's called London 2023, and it's all my pictures / videos that I uploaded on my story, on my Instagram story when I was in London. So if you guys are all interested, I will put that all in the description down below. But that is basically where I've been. And then when I got back, because we got back May 5th, which was the last day for exam. So it was the last exam day at Sweetbriar. So for me personally, there was no point in me going back to the school because I had already checked out of my room before, my dorm room, before I left for London. So I did not have to make that almost 4-hour drive and then almost 4 hours back, because that's just a waste of time. So my parents picked me up at Dulles International Airport. We drove home, we stopped, we got dinner because we landed around 3:30 at American time. So we drove home, got dinner, stopped and got dinner, and then brought it back and ate at home. But yeah, and then I've just been working and relaxing and trying to get my room clean, which by the way, I'm gonna make a room tour video because I have updated my room a lot and you can kind of see the background, but it is not completely cleaned yet and it's not completely put together. So I've been filming like here and there, but the main video is going to be coming soon. I don't know when because I have to get more command hooks and picture hooks, and right now I've been very tired lately, and I think I'm still feeling jet lagged. I've also am getting over a stomach bug, so yeah. But basically that is all for the video, and I hope you guys like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.